Welcome to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. I am Momo Playz, and tonight we are sold out as we are only 1 week away from Extreme Rules. Tonight we are live from Sunrise, Florida, and tonight, well, I do not think I'd be saying this, but the Miz TV makes its debut to Universe Mode. The Miz, earlier in the week, went to our general manager, Bret Hart, and Bret Hart has, well, as you can see, he has commissioned an episode of The Miz TV, and you might ask yourself why, and to all honesty, I do not know why Bret Hart would commission an episode of Miz TV, but here it is. Let's just see if The Miz actually explains his actions over the last few weeks, as it was 2 weeks ago when The Miz attacked Apollo Crews in the locker room, and it was just last week when The Miz cost Apollo Crews his match against Neville. Let's just see if The Miz explains all. We just hear the boos inside the house for The Miz here tonight, and just look at how cocky The Miz actually looks. I would love to wipe that smile off The Miz's face, but don't tell me I said that. I do not want a full crushing finale. But I'm going to pass you over to The Miz so you can start this Miz TV. Let's just get it over and done with. Just look at him, getting the fans fired up already. Well, I don't think The Miz was talking about Apollo Crews. Matter of fact, I think The Miz was talking about Roman Reigns, who will go one-on-one with John Cena at Extreme Rules, and whoever wins that will face either Bray Wyatt or Samoa Joe for an Undisputed Championship. What a match we are going to witness between Cena and Reigns at Extreme Rules in the one contendership match. Let's just see what Apollo Crews is going to do out here tonight, as he is some bad blood with Apollo Crews against The Miz. Well, this could just end up in a brawl. Just look at him screaming at The Miz. But oh, come on. There's what's Neville doing out here? When did Neville and The Miz come on, there's a full crushing finale from The Miz to Apollo Crews. Like we're saying, when the hell did Neville and The Miz become all friends? Now, what the hell is this made of? Neville with a somersault. This is just disgraceful. Oh, now where is The Miz going? Well, The Miz is getting a steel chair. Somebody, well, there's a referee trying to get some order into these two. These two just acting like pure thugs. But hang on, there's Mark Henry, Apollo Crews' manager. Mark Henry is scared of Neville and The Miz, the world's strongest man, coming to the aid of his client. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and it is time for our first match of the night, and here is the boss, Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks does have a championship match at Extreme Rules against Asuka. Can Sasha Banks win back the championship what she lost at Payback? But just hear them boos for Sasha Banks here tonight, and that all happened when Sasha Banks attacked Nikki Bella, but Sasha Banks does have Paul Heyman on her back, as Paul Heyman wants Sasha Banks to become the very first Heyman girl. But Sasha Banks has still not made her decision on whether to become the first Heyman girl or not. But Sasha Banks does have some heat with our core general manager Lita, who's running the women's division here on Monday Night Raw, as Lita did not agree what Sasha Banks did last week to Nikki Bella. And more on that soon. But here it is, the Bella twins, as Sasha Banks will be taking on Brie Bella here tonight. And like I was saying, Nikki Bella made her debut here on Universe Mode last week. And Nikki Bella said that Nikki and Brie are here to take over the women's division. But Sasha Banks did not like what she was hearing from Nikki Bella and clotheslined Nikki Bella, and she went to attack Nikki Bella with a chair, but Brie made the save. So it was later on where later our co-general manager said to Brie Bella, well, she said to Sasha Banks that she'd be going one-on-one with Brie Bella. So we're going to be having this match here tonight. But will Brie Bella show any ring rust here tonight, as Brie has not wrestled in some time? But we're about to find out when Brie Bella goes one-on-one with the boss, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is warming up. Brie Bella's getting ready. The referee signals for this match to get underway here tonight. Now, Brie taking the fight straight to Sasha. But Sasha with a punch of her own. There's a count from Brie Bella. Brie Bella now looking to take Sasha down for a snap suplex. But Brie Bella just took the fight straight to Sasha Banks. And Brie Bella looks like she's not lost a step. She's working on the leg of Sasha Banks, trying to wear her leg down. Good strategy here from Brie as she drops the leg drop. And now hooks on Sasha's leg, but Sasha kicks out of phase. Well, Brie got to do more than that to put away the boss. But it will be at Extreme Rules, where Sasha Banks has a rematch for the Women's Championship. Sasha Banks lost the Women's Championship at Payback against Asuka. But Sasha Banks has a rematch clause, and she will be taking on Asuka at Extreme Rules. See if she can win back the Women's Championship. Well, we all know Asuka will not make it easy for Sasha Banks. But Sasha Banks is in full control of Brie Bella. She takes it down for that neck breaker. She covers 3, 1. Brie Bella kicks out at 1. Count from Brie Bella. Brie Bella now taking down Sasha Banks. Been back and forth for this match so far in the early opening, as Brie punches back Sasha. Now will we see any of Daniel Bryan's moves coming out here tonight from Brie Bella? She tries to keep her husband's name alive as she hooks on Sasha's leg, but Sasha kicks out. I don't think Brie Bella knows exactly what to do. She must be thinking what she got to do to keep Sasha down, as Sasha's not an easy opponent to beat. She places Sasha into the corner with them the kick, and now looking to take a high-risk move with Sasha Banks. She's been crossed there by Sasha Banks. Now Sasha Banks with them 2 knees, taking down Brie Bella. Sasha covering Brie, going for the pin 1. But Brie Bella kicks out at 1. Brie Bella will not be denied. This match is rolling on. Your first match on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's just a slap from Sasha Banks to Brie, and insult to injury. She picks up Brie Bella looking to inflict more pain, more damage. Now Sasha Banks slaps to the face again. Now Sasha Banks is looking, and 2 knees from the top rope. 2 knees straight in midsection. Now Sasha Banks going for the pin. On Brie, 1, 2. Has she got this match won, but no, Brie Bella just kicks out. Brie Bella will not be denied in this matchup. Brie Bella still has some gas left in the tank. As there's the elbow straight in the back of Brie's head. And now take it down. Arm first working on the arm Brie Bella. As she picks up Brie again, looking to inflict more damage to Brie Bella. She picks her up, but no, Brie takes Sasha down for neck breaker. She counters it into a neck breaker. Now there's Brie Bella getting fired up, getting the universe fired up here tonight inside the house. And Brie Bella is a fan favourite and Sasha Banks is not. And now Brie Bella taking it down for that clothesline. What a clothesline that was. And now dragging. But Sasha Banks is back up to her feet already. She's on one knee. Brie Bella's on the top rope. What's Brie thinking? But Sasha Banks cuts off Brie Bella. Now Sasha Banks is looking to take a high risk move from the top rope. Now Sasha Banks with a frog splash, playing homage to Eddie Guerrero. Now count at referee. 1, 2, and 3. But no, Brie Bella kicks out at 2.5. Sasha Banks just looks, well, she does not know what to do. And she punches back. Brie Bella. There's counter from Brie Bella. Brie Bella now with a forearm smash, knocking Sasha off her feet. Now Brie Bella looking to take the high risk move. Will it pay off this time? As there's a leg drop from the top rope and now hooks on Sasha's leg. This one could be over. 1, 2, and 3. But no, Sasha Banks powers out. Sasha Banks will not be denied. She gets picked up by Brie. Now punches back. Now Brie Bella playing the universe here. Now there's them. Yes, kicks. What a husband Daniel Bryan used to use. Yes. Now Brie Bella. Now Brie Bella just pinned Sasha. We've got this match. 1, it's in the bag. And now 1, 2, and 3. But no, Sasha Banks kicks out. Sasha Banks. Where the hell is Sasha Banks getting this from? I thought Sasha Banks was definitely a gunner. And now Brie Bella chucks out Sasha Banks. What has Brie Bella got in mind here? Well, Brie Bella is looking. She runs off the ropes. I'm going to be seeing a suicide dive there. A suicide dive from Brie Bella. And now both superstars down. Brie Bella's on one knee. She's back up. And now just get Sasha Banks into that ring. Sasha Banks is out. Sasha Banks is not moved. Now Brie picks up Sasha Banks. As the referee's on the count of 2. Brie Bella, you've got to get Sasha into that ring and move away from my announce table, please. There's a counter from Sasha Banks from in the midsection. And now just drags down Brie Bella. Now Sasha Banks has worked out well. Where the hell is Sasha? Well, come on, Sasha, do not do this. You do not want to get disqualified. Well, Sasha Banks knew she couldn't put Brie Bella away so easily. And look at Sasha with that punishing Brie. Well, it's great for that from Sasha Banks. Yes, Sasha Banks looking proud of herself, but there's later. Sasha Banks suspended, and she's not like that news. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and we are going to be hearing from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe will be going up against Bray Wyatt next week at Extreme Rules for the Undisputed Championship. Samoa Joe, well, he earned the right to face Bray Wyatt for the Undisputed Championship not so long ago on Monday Night Raw, when he defeated John Cena and Roman Reigns with a little bit of help from Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas, I should add. But if you've not seen previous episodes of my Universe Mode, go back and watch them on this YouTube channel, Momo Playz. Samoa Joe. Get the microphone ready for Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has some words he wants to say before his fight against Brie Bella at Extreme Rules. Brie Bella has said that he's just going to destroy Samoa Joe. Let's just see how Samoa Joe responds to everything Brie Bella has said about Samoa. Well, Brie Bella, our undisputed champion. Brie Bella trying to play mind games with Samoa Joe. There's the numbers game for Samoa Joe again. And if this happens next week at Extreme Rules, Brie Bella might just retain the championship. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. It is time for our main event of the night, and here is our Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose will be defending that championship against Kevin Owens at Extreme Rules. And we all know Kevin Owens will not make it easy for Dean Ambrose, but tonight Dean Ambrose is going one-on-one with AXEL. Will he be taking AXEL to the Ambrose Asylum here tonight? Could he win tonight and take some momentum into Extreme Rules? We all know Kevin Owens has been on a rampage as of late. Kevin Owens did put Seth Rollins on the injured list. Will he do the same to Dean Ambrose at Extreme Rules? We'll find out next week at Extreme Rules. But here is AXEL, the son of the late Kurt Hennig. But news just in, with Asuka not defending the Women's Championship against Sasha Banks, we're going to have a #1 contender match. And whoever wins will face Asuka for the Women's Championship at Money in the Bank. It'll be Brie taking on Bayley, taking on Natalya, a triple threat match. Whoever wins will get the championship match at Money in the Bank. Well, Asuka gets the night off at Extreme Rules, and she can technically thank Sasha Banks for that. But Sasha Banks has been suspended to further notice. Don't know how long Sasha will be suspended for. But getting back to this action in the ring, the main event is Dean Ambrose take the fight straight to AXEL here tonight. He drives the back off AXEL's head to the mat. Dean Ambrose been on a roll since the opening bell. It's all been Dean Ambrose, he hooks on AXEL's leg, but AXEL kicks out with ease. The lunatic fringe needs to do more of that. And now AXEL is fighting back against Dean Ambrose. He takes Dean Ambrose down with a snap suplex, and now the elbow straight into their face. Now AXEL just smashing the back of Ambrose's head into the mat, now following it up with an elbow drop. Now going for the pin on Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose kicks out with ease. What a match we are seeing so far. No main event. Dean Ambrose is countering AXEL. Now Dean Ambrose, where's the lunatic taking Asuka as he plays him into the corner. Now overrun with the punches, but there's AXEL countering. Dean Ambrose taking him down for neck breaker. Now AXEL going to work on the leg of Dean Ambrose, trying to wear down Ambrose's legs. Well, trying to injure that leg of Dean Ambrose, as now he's just stomping that knee straight into the mat. Now there's a submission move, and just look at the torque on that. Can Dean Ambrose even fight out of this submission move? Look at that, the pressure he's got on that submission move to that leg. The leg's already had some damage done to it, but Dean Ambrose fights out of that submission move. But how much damage as that done to the leg of Dean Ambrose. Now Dean Ambrose chucks off Curtis Axel, now with a headbutt. And now Dean Ambrose, but no, there's a reversal there by Curtis Axel, but Ambrose with that clothesline takes down Curtis Axel, and now hooks on Axel's leg. Could this be it? 2 and 3, but no. Axel gets his shoulder up. Dean Ambrose cannot believe it. Dean Ambrose arguing with the referee, saying they should have been counting faster. And now Dean Ambrose, well, it's Dean Ambrose's turn to take out Axel's leg. Now Dean Ambrose picks up Curtis Axel. Got to be thinking, what the hell do we got to do to put away Curtis Axel here tonight? Curtis Axel is not giving up without a fight. Now Axel, well, going back onto that leg. Dean Ambrose, he's just pinpointed it. Now, with that leg, how much damage is that leg being through? Now, back to that submission move. Just look at that. Dean Ambrose might have no choice but to tap out. He kind of get that arm to the rope. I think that's what he's trying to do, but he cannot reach. But Dean Ambrose fights out of it once again. Dean Ambrose with a punches back Axel, but there's a counter there with a kick to the midsection. And now Curtis Axel looking to put this match away, and this could be just lights out for Dean Ambrose as Axel hooks on Dean Ambrose's leg. 1, 2 and 3, but no. Dean Ambrose gets his shoulder up. The Intercontinental Champion will not be denied so easily in this matchup here tonight. Because Axel with his elbow straight in the back of the head of Dean Ambrose, and now well, he's taking Ambrose, but he's being cut off there by Dean Ambrose. Now Dean Ambrose trying to get the universe fired up here tonight. The referee makes the count, but Axel's back into the ring, and now cuts off Dean Ambrose, but there's a counter there from Dean Ambrose, and there's Dean Ambrose getting fired up with a forearm, and now another punch knocks down Curtis Axel, and now Dean Ambrose up the corner, now clothesline, now a running bulldog. Now is this what Dean Ambrose got to do as he hooks on to Curtis Axel's leg? 1, 2 and 3, but no. Curtis Axel kicks out. Dean Ambrose is just livid. He picks up Curtis Axel, now headbutts. He'll impact that headbutt, but there's Curtis Axel chucking off Ambrose, and now with a sidewalk slam. Now Curtis Axel take his time, but he's going back onto that leg, and now putting that submission move back on one last time. And now will Dean Ambrose tap out this time? Because I think that's what Curtis Axel's game plan's trying to be, but well, this time Dean Ambrose wise to it, and now drops him with a DDT. Dean Ambrose looking to take a high risk move from the top rope. Now Dean Ambrose, well, he wants Curtis Axel back onto his feet. Now Axel on one leg. I'll just stay like that, Axel. You might not like what's coming. And now there's Dean Ambrose taking Axel straight down. And now could this be it? Has Dean Ambrose got this match won? Has he got this one? But no, Curtis Axel gets his shoulder up. Curtis Axel will not be denied. There's still fight left in Curtis Axel. There's still gas in the old tank. And now picks up Curtis Axel, looking to inflict more damage, but he's got to inflict more damage to Curtis Axel if he wants to win this match. Taking down for a snap suplex. And now picks Axel up again. Now this time, well, taking him down for another snap suplex. And the crowd are on their feet and looking on to this fantastic matchup. And now there's Dean Ambrose laying down in the stomps. But hang on, there's Kevin Owens' music. Now where is Kevin Owens? Well, he's trying to play mind games with Dean Ambrose here tonight. And now, well, they've been cut off. And now, well, Dean Ambrose, here it is, the dirty deed straight to Curtis Axel. Now hooks on Curtis Axel's leg. 1, 2 and 3. Well, Kevin Owens' game plan did not work. Tried to get inside the mind of Dean Ambrose, but well, it backfired. Well folks, that's all we have time for here tonight. Make sure you tune in next week for Extreme Rules, as I have a feeling it's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view.